Teacher Ray here. I'm back to answer another of your Howell Group class teaching questions. Yay! So, do you sometimes struggle a bit with classroom management and wish you had prepared certain things before your lessons to help them go more smoothly? Well, that combination of classroom management and lesson preparation is the topic of this episode. Here's the question from one of our Howell GC teachers. How best to use classroom management as an aid when preparing our lesson plans? Do you remember the section in our GC training devoted specifically to classroom management? Well, I revisited that training topic to help me respond to this question. By the way, I highly recommend occasional visits back to the GC training. It is well worth your time. The more experience we gain as GC teachers, the more meaningful much of that training content becomes. Now we understand most of it. Really, give it a look. You'll see what I mean. Okay, back to classroom management and lesson prep or preparation. I'm going to focus on 3 general areas of classroom management that should be considered when preparing our lessons: expectations, encouragement, and personalization. Now, trying to squeeze all 3 of those into a single episode would be difficult. So I divided them up into 3 separate sections, 3 separate episodes, one for each area. This episode will focus on expectations. By this, expectations, I mean a combination of our expectations of our students and the lesson expectations or objectives of each activity in the lessons. What do we expect our students to do throughout the various sections of the lesson? Will we want them to read certain text, practice pronunciation through repetition sets, respond to questions, make sentences, ask questions of their classmates, complete lesson-specific activities, do movement tasks, or perhaps play a new game? Well, in order for our students to successfully complete any task, they have to know what they're expected to do. They got to know how. They need clear instructions and examples. This is where lesson prep comes in. We can plan out how to introduce each activity and prepare examples to show our students how. So, say I'm preparing to teach the Level 2 lesson, Cheese Sandwich. The Let's Talk activity asks the students to remember the ingredients of Timmy's sandwich from the story. To help my students successfully complete this activity, I would make a note to myself during my lesson prep to tell my students what will be expected of them before we begin reading the story. To accomplish this, I think showing them would probably be best. So my note would probably tell them to jump ahead to page 27 to show the students the actual activity, and then to verbalize it to make sure that they're clear about what they need to do. I would also prepare questions to ask my students on each page of the Let's Talk story to help them remember those sandwich ingredients. For example, page 23, what is Jimmy doing? Page 24, what did Timmy pass to Jimmy? Again, page 24, what will Jimmy put in the sandwich? Page 25, what does Timmy want Jimmy to put in the sandwich? Page 26, What did Jimmy put in Timmy's sandwich? The Showtime activity then asks students to talk about making their own sandwich. During my lesson prep, I could write down a few examples to model the correct answer for my students and thereby demonstrate exactly what is expected of them. Now, I would want my students to complete number 1, so I would only do like 2 and 3 of my own. So I would ask the students, and I would put that in my note to ask the students to answer the first one. And then I would do numbers 2 and 3. And then what if I wanted to be funny, right? So I could say, I put noodles and ice cream into the sandwich. Here is my noodles and ice cream sandwich. Oh yeah, and yeah, that's enough. That's all for now. It's time for a wrap up. To summarize, we can use our lesson prep time to plan out clear instructions and prepare examples to ensure that our students know what is expected of them throughout the lesson. When our students know what is expected of them, they participate better, they learn more, and the lessons go smoother. As Howell GC teachers, we all want our students to participate and learn. And we definitely prefer that our lessons go smoothly. So I want to thank this teacher for submitting this question about classroom management and lesson prep. Do you have a question about managing your GC classrooms, preparing for your lessons, or any other question related to Howell GC teaching? Click on the survey link below this video to submit your question to Ask Teacher Ray. Yay! See you next time. Goodbye. Why is Timmy's mother upset?
Because Timmy will be late for school again.
Very nice. Awesome. Nice job. Why is Timmy late waking up?
Because the alarm clock goes on.
So his alarm clock was sleeping?
Because
Timmy's alarm clock was
he
sleeping.
didn't hear it.
Yeah, he didn't hear it.
Clock.
Very nice. Yeah, he said he didn't hear it. Very good. What do you think? Do you think Mom will think it's a big deal?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Ah!
What? Not a big deal.
Team Tiger!
Sorry, Mom. I guess if I run, I could still catch the first class.
Nice. Extra star over here for reading. And I'm going to give 2. What does Timmy's mom think about Timmy being late for school?
It's a big deal.